Mari kita bersama belajar listening English agar kalian terbiasa mendengarkan kalimat bahasa Inggris.
Once upon a time, in a Persian city, a mother lived with her son named Aladdin. One day a man approached Aladdin who was playing. Then the man recognized Aladdin as his nephew.
Dahulu kala, di kota Persia, seorang ibu tinggal dengan anak laki-lakinya yang bernama Aladdin. Suatu hari datanglah seorang laki-laki mendekati Aladdin yang sedang bermain. Kemudian laki-laki itu mengakui Aladdin sebagai keponakannya.
The man asked Aladdin to go out of town with Aladdin's mother's permission to help him. The road that is taken is very far. Aladdin complains of being tired to his uncle, but he is shouted at and told to look for firewood. Otherwise he will kill Aladdin.
Laki-laki itu mengajak Aladdin pergi keluar kota. Dengan seizin ibu Aladdin, untuk membantunya, jalan yang ditempuh sangat jauh. Aladdin mengeluh kecapean kepada pamannya, tetapi ia dibentak dan disuruh untuk mencari kayu bakar. Jika tidak mau, Aladdin akan dibunuhnya.
Aladdin finally realized that the man was not his uncle but a magician. The male wizard then lit a fire with firewood and began chanting a spell. Crack! Suddenly the ground became hollow like a cave. In the cave hole there is a ladder to the bottom. Come on down.
Aladdin akhirnya sadar bahwa laki-laki itu bukan pamannya, melainkan seorang penyihir. Laki-laki penyihir itu kemudian menyalakan api dengan kayu bakar dan mulai mengucapkan mantra. Kraak, tiba-tiba tanah menjadi berlubang seperti gua. Dalam lubang gua itu terdapat tangga sampai ke dasarnya. Ayo turun.
Get me an antique lamp at the bottom of the cave, said the witch. Not, I'm afraid to go down there, replied Aladdin. That mage then took out a ring and gave it to Aladdin.
Ambilkan aku lampu antik di dasar gua itu, seru si penyihir. Tidak, aku takut turun ke sana, jawab Aladdin. Penyihir itu kemudian mengeluarkan sebuah cincin dan memberikannya kepada Aladdin.
This is a magic ring. This ring will protect you, said the magician. Finally Aladdin descended the stairs with a feeling of fear. When he reached the bottom he found trees bearing gems. After bringing the gems and lamps that were there, he immediately went up the stairs again.
Ini adalah cincin ajaib. Cincin ini akan melindungimu, kata si penyihir. Akhirnya Aladdin menuruni tangga itu dengan perasaan takut. Setelah sampai di dasar, ia menemukan pohon-pohon berbuah permata. Setelah buah permata dan lampu yang ada di situ dibawanya, ia segera menaiki tangga kembali.
However, the door to the hole was partially closed. Quickly give the lamp, cried the magician. Not, I will give this lamp after I get out, replied Aladdin. After arguing, the magician grew impatient and finally, brack! The door of the hole was closed by the magician and left Aladdin trapped in an underground hole.
Tetapi, pintu lubang sudah tertutup sebagian. Cepat berikan lampunya, seru penyihir. Tidak, lampu ini akan kuberikan setelah aku keluar, jawab Aladdin. Setelah berdebat, Si penyihir menjadi tidak sabar dan akhirnya, brak, pintu lubang ditutup oleh si penyihir lalu meninggalkan Aladin terkurung di dalam lubang bawah tanah.
Aladdin became sad and sat pensive. "I'm hungry. I want to meet Mother. God, help me," said Aladdin. Aladdin pressed his hands together and rubbed his fingers. Suddenly, the surroundings turned red and smoke rose.
Aladin menjadi sedih dan duduk termenung. "Aku lapar. Aku ingin bertemu ibu. Tuhan, tolonglah aku," ucap Aladin. Aladin merapatkan kedua tangannya dan mengusap jari-jarinya. Tiba-tiba, sekelilingnya menjadi merah dan asap membumbung.
Along with that came a giant. Aladdin was very scared. "Forgive me for startling Master. I am the giant word ring fairy." "Oh, then take me home." "Okay, sir. Get on my back. We'll get out of here soon," said the ring fairy.
Bersamaan dengan itu, muncul seorang raksasa. Aladin sangat ketakutan. "Maafkan saya, karena telah mengagetkan Tuan. Saya adalah peri cincin," kata raksasa itu. "Oh, kalau begitu bawalah aku pulang ke rumah." "Baik Tuan, naiklah ke punggungku. Kita akan segera pergi dari sini," ujar peri cincin.
In a short time, Aladdin had arrived in front of his house. "If you need me, call me by rubbing your rings, sir." Aladdin told all the things that had happened to his mother. "Why would the witch want this dirty lamp?" said Mother, rubbing to clean the lamp. "Suit."
Dalam waktu singkat, Aladin sudah sampai di depan rumahnya. "Kalau Tuan memerlukan saya, panggillah dengan menggosok cincin Tuan." Aladin menceritakan semua hal yang dialaminya kepada ibunya. "Mengapa penyihir itu menginginkan lampu kotor ini?" kata ibu sambil menggosok untuk membersihkan lampu itu. Su'ud.
Suddenly smoke rose and appeared a giant fairy lights. "Say the order, madam," said the fairy lights. Aladdin, who has experienced something like this, said, "We are hungry. Please prepare food for us." In a short time the fairy lamp brought delicious food and then served it. "If there is anything more you want, just call me by rubbing the lamp," said the lamp fairy.
Tiba-tiba, asap membumbung dan muncul seorang raksasa. "Peri lampu, sebutkanlah perintah Nyonya," kata si peri lampu. Aladin yang sudah pernah mengalami hal seperti ini berkata, "Kami lapar, tolong siapkan makanan untuk kami." Dalam waktu singkat peri lampu membawa makanan yang lezat-lezat kemudian menyuguhkannya. "Jika ada yang diinginkan lagi, panggil saja saya dengan menggosok lampu itu," kata si peri lampu.
Thus the day, month, year changed. Aladdin lived happily with his mother. Aladdin now has been a teenager. One day a princess passed by in front of her house. He was very fascinated and fell in love with the beautiful princess. Aladdin then told his mother his desire to marry the king's daughter. "Calm down, Aladdin. Mother will work on it." Mother went to the king's palace with the jewels belonging to Aladdin.
Demikian, hari, bulan, tahun pun berganti. Aladin hidup bahagia dengan ibunya. Aladin sekarang sudah menjadi seorang pemuda. Suatu hari lewat seorang putri raja di depan rumahnya. Ia sangat terpesona dan merasa jatuh cinta kepada putri cantik itu. Aladin lalu menceritakan keinginannya kepada ibunya untuk memperistri putri raja. "Tenang Aladin, ibu akan mengusahakannya. Ibu pergi ke istana raja dengan membawa permata-permata kepunyaan Aladin.
Sir, this is a gift to you from my son. The king was very happy. Wow, your son must be a handsome prince. Tomorrow I will come to your palace with my daughter. After arriving home, Mother immediately rubbed the lamp and asked the lamp fairy to bring her a palace.
Baginda, ini adalah hadiah untuk Baginda dari anak laki-lakiku. Raja amat senang. Wah, anakmu pasti seorang pangeran yang tampan. Besok aku akan datang ke istana kalian dengan membawa serta putriku. Setelah tiba di rumah ibu segera menggosok lampu dan meminta peri lampu untuk membawakan sebuah istana.
Aladdin and his mother are waiting up on the hills. Before long the fairy lights came with the majestic palace on her back. Master, this is the palace. The next day the king and his daughter came to visit the palace of Aladdin, which was very magnificent. Will you take my son as your wife? Asked the king. Aladdin was very happy to hear that. Then they both held a wedding party.
Aladin dan ibunya menunggu di atas bukit. Tak lama kemudian, peri lampu datang dengan istana megah di punggungnya. Tuan, ini istananya. Esok hari sang raja dan putrinya datang berkunjung ke istana Aladin yang sangat megah. Maukah engkau menjadikan anakku sebagai istrimu? Tanya sang raja. Aladin sangat gembira mendengarnya. Lalu mereka berdua melaksanakan pesta pernikahan.
In a place far away, the magician saw all these events through his crystal ball. He then went to Aladdin's place and pretended to be a lamp seller in front of Aladdin's palace. He shouted, "Exchange your old lamp with a new lamp." The empress, who saw Aladdin's worn-out magic lamp, immediately came out and exchanged it for a new lamp.
Di tempat nan jauh di sana, si penyihir ternyata melihat semua kejadian itu melalui bola kristalnya. Ia lalu pergi ke tempat Aladin dan pura-pura menjadi seorang penjual lampu. Di depan istana Aladin, ia berteriak-teriak, "Tukarkan lampu lama Anda dengan lampu baru." Sang permaisuri yang melihat lampu ajaib Aladin yang usang, segera keluar dan menukarkannya dengan lampu baru.
Immediately, the witch rubbed the lamp and ordered the fairy lamp to bring the palace and its contents and Aladdin's wife to his house. When Aladdin came home from traveling, he was very surprised. Then called the ring fairy and asked him what had happened. "Then please return everything to me again," said Aladdin. "Sorry, sir, my strength is not as big as the fairy lights," said the ring fairy.
Segera, si penyihir menggosok lampu itu dan memerintahkan peri lampu memboyong istana beserta isinya dan istri Aladin ke rumahnya. Ketika Aladin pulang dari berkeliling, ia sangat terkejut, lalu memanggil peri cincin dan bertanya kepadanya apa yang telah terjadi. "Kalau begitu tolong kembalikan lagi semuanya kepadaku," seru Aladin. "Maaf tuan, tenaga saya tidaklah sebesar peri lampu," ujar peri cincin.
"Okay, then I'll take it. Please take me there," exclaimed Aladdin. Arriving at the palace, Aladdin sneaked in looking for the room where the princess was locked up. "The witch was sleeping because she drank too much beer," said the princess. "Okay, don't worry, I will take back the magic lamp. We will win later," replied Aladdin.
"Baik, kalau begitu, aku yang akan mengambilnya. Tolong antarkan aku ke sana," seru Aladin. Sesampainya di istana, Aladin menyelinap masuk mencari kamar tempat sang putri dikurung. Penyihir itu sedang tidur karena kebanyakan minum bir, ujar sang putri. Baik, jangan khawatir, aku akan mengambil kembali lampu ajaib itu. Kita nanti akan menang, jawab Aladin. Lanjut ke season berikutnya. Terima kasih telah mendengarkan dan melihat video channel Mr. Hoki. Jangan lupa like, subscribe, dan tekan tombol loncengnya, agar kalian tetap bisa melihat video terbaru dari kami.